Hello, and you're listening to the Bryan Boston Show, coming to you from my dining room. With me in the studio, as always, is Mr. Jordan Hedges.
What's up?
All right, today we're going to be talking about just a little bit about some games that we had just bought, and we're also going to be talking to you about a little bit of a story about how I got my personal game. Now, Jordan just went to the midnight release of Fallout New Vegas. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, you've been playing it for how long? How long has that been?
About a week since it came out.
And how far are you into the game, would you say?
I really have no idea.
No idea?
I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly.
That's what you're supposed to do in Fallout games anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But how is it so far? Control-wise, yeah, first of all, talk to me about how it is control-wise and everything compared to the old game, Fallout 3.
So far, it's pretty much just a really big expansion to Fallout 3.
Okay.
There's a couple of little improvements here and there that I won't go into, but yeah, if you liked Fallout 3, you will like this game.
Now, was it worth the price tag? Since it basically is, and I actually thought it was going to be like a very big expansion pack. Do you think it was worth the price change?
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's just as big as the last game. It's just more.
Okay. Now, would you say it'd be worth going out and buying that now if you haven't already, or looking back on it, do you think you should have waited until more downloadable content was available and possibly for the price to be a little cheaper? Or do you think it's worth getting it now, worth getting used to it?
It's really just how excited you are about it. I mean, if you enjoyed the last one and you're just itching to, get back into it, then yeah, go for it.
Then
it's worth it.
Well, all right then.
What?
Now, quick funny story is that when we were at this midnight relaunch, which was really great, by the way, I had decided now I wasn't going to be getting Fallout New Vegas because I've already been playing. I haven't even beaten Fallout 3 yet, so it's like why go through all the trouble? So basically, what I ended up doing was I bought Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, which came out the same day. And they let me get it, which was fantastic. I'm probably one of the few people who actually goes out and goes, hey, this is the midnight release of this really great known game. Do you have a different one? So that's what I do. And so I got this new Naruto game, and I was very much expecting, I'm a big Narutard, as we call ourselves.
Yeah.
And the Ultimate Ninja series came out in Japan a long time ago, and they went up to Ultimate Ninja 5, I believe, is what they finally came out to. Now, in America, we were way behind, and we came out with number 4 before changing to what was called Naruto Storm. And when Naruto Storm came out, it used the same controls as the Ultimate Ninja, which were for PlayStation for the most part, except they changed it to a 3D environment. What I had basically was the biggest thing that I noticed in these video games, though, is it changed from a very silly, we have this giant roster of characters, and they all do really silly little things, and you can face off people who'd never fight in any kind of situation.
400 babies.
Yeah, exactly. Snake eyes. And this new game that just came out, the Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, really changed that up. It's a much smaller roster of characters. The graphics are highly upgraded, and it takes a much more serious of a turn. Now, Jordan got to play, talking 5 minutes of the game. I got to show him some of the controls, some of the graphics. Now, what was your first impression? Now, first of all, tell me, what do you think about Naruto?
I'm not a fan.
Okay. Now, I've talked to Jordan on this on many occasions. One of the biggest reasons he's not a fan is because they say they're ninjas, and they're not. Except for Zabuza, who's not in this new game, sadly. But now, going off of that, you do not like Naruto, because I'm a fan, I'm going to be biased. Being a non-Naruto fan, what did you think of the game for a very little amount of time you spent with it?
It's pretty good. It's well put together. From what you show me, you definitely have a lot to do. It's very well animated. I mean, that's like the one saving grace Naruto's always had for me, is that it's an anime that is actually animated, not just a bunch of still images moving around, moving their mouths, and that's it.
Yeah, they actually have full animation, which is amazing. Now tell me about what you thought about the controls. Were they simple? Were they difficult? Was it a game that you could easily pick up?
I thought so, because I beat you the first time we played.
That was a fluke. That was a fluke. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. That's all I can say.
You heard him, Internet. It was a fluke.
It's the first time I ever lost in that game. is to someone who's...
You're supposed to just keep going. It's funnier when I just do this.
You know what? I couldn't just even tell. Give me my fucking sunglasses back.
Oh yeah, we can swear now, huh?
We can swear all we want now.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, bitch, cunt, titties, ass.
Shut up.
Were there any more?
I think you pretty much covered it.
No, there's 7. I don't care. We can always bleep those out if we're putting to a PG audience.
Right.
All right.
I'll put an age gate on it if we want to, look like we care.
All right. So those are the brand new video games that just came out that we've got to try. That was Fallout New Vegas by Jordan Standards. Said that you should probably go out and buy that if you're into the Fallout 3 game. It's very much the same game, continued on in a different style, etc. The new Naruto game, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, which is out for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Fantastic game. If you're a Naruto fan or not, it is very good game to pick up. However, if you're not a Naruto fan, the storyline is not going to make as much sense. Sadly, that is geared toward the Naruto fans since they skip a lot of the beginning storyline. Any other new games you've been playing?
I've actually been playing a pretty awesome free one called Vindictus.
That's right, Vindictus, a new MMO. Is it an MMORPG or just an MMO?
I'd say it's an MMORPG. You buy equipment, it breaks, you repair it.
All right, that's close enough.
Yeah.
It's a new MMORPG called Vindictus, and I am not a fan of MMORPGs. I don't want to play them, except I saw Jordan get to play a little bit of this one, and it actually looked very interesting. It's a 3D environment. It's you can explain a little bit more of it.
Well, the big thing about it is that it actually uses like real-time combat. It's not that like click and select commands combat that I personally think is really boring.
Like in World of Warcraft.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry to all your World of Warcraft fans. We don't like you.
WoW sucks. But yeah, so basically you just kind of make your way through these randomly generated environments, kind of like Diablo style, except it's 3D, not... You know what I'm talking about. And... yeah, it's just really enjoyable. It's actually built on the Source engine, so it's got a pretty cool physics system. You can like pick up barrels, throw them at enemies, or just pick up enemies and slam them on the ground. And
there was also one that now
good stuff.
At the moment there's only 2 available characters. You have the male character and the female character. The male has 2 swords and the female has a sword and a shield.
Yeah.
But it is said that later on they're going to be creating new characters. They said they're going to come up to 5 or they're adding 5 more.
Well, they've got a mage coming out in 2 days actually, which is pretty cool. You can actually have to manually aim your spells, so might actually require a little bit of skill, not just number crunching. And they've eventually got like kind of a barbarian character coming up later on, and then like an archer. That's what they got so far.
All right, now you said something about the pillar guy.
Yeah, that's the barbarian.
Oh, that's the barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing they described about his weapons so far, I believe, is their pillar style weapons, column style weapons.
Could be bad translation. This is a Korean MMO, but do not let that dissuade you. It's a very good one.
I've been watching him play it, and it actually looks extremely fun. You get online with your friends, go around, kill some spiders, swinging around some swords, pick up an urn, beat it over the boss's head.
Yeah, I know it's more fun than finishing off a boss with like a tree branch that you just ripped off a tree. It's good stuff. Definitely look it up.
All right, this has been the Bryan Boston Show. As you notice, we've only been a 10-minute show instead of going for the full hour or 2 hours that we used to do on our radio show. Hopefully this will let us do more shows later on, and we'll have some high quality and the like.
This is our test episode.
This is a pilot episode, like Adventure Time.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen Adventure Time, which by the way I've bought the first season.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We should watch an episode or something. If you don't know Adventure Time, look it up on YouTube. Just type in Adventure Time Pilot. You'll get to see Jake and Finn in their amazing adventure times. It's very great stuff. This is Bryan Boston and Jordan Hedges signing out.